Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Sassy Love Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to be doing a detailed prediction for your months of November. Now, can you believe it? We're almost at the end of this year. Well, for today's reading, we're going to start off with some oracle cards to get a general sense of the main energies that will be present in your months of November. And then I'll be using tarot to get more detailed predictions for each specific area in your life, including your love and relationships, your career and studies, and your personal finances. And before we go, I'm gonna wrap up with some more oracle cards to see if Spirit has any additional guidance and or advice for you regarding your months of November. So if that sounds good to you, let's get through to each of your options. Option number 1 here corresponds to the Mermaid Tarot along with this piece of lapis lazuli. Option number 2 here corresponds to the Tattoo Tarot along with this piece of red jasper. And option number 3 here corresponds to the Star Spinner Tarot along with this piece of amethyst. Now, please take all the time you need to pick. You can pause the video if you need to before you scroll down to the description box to find the corresponding timestamps to your readings. And if you're open to sharing your energy with me, please do find the shuffling process linked down below in the description box as well. Now, with all that being said, let's get through to your readings. Hey loves! If you have chosen the Mermaid Tarot along with this piece of lapis lazuli, then this is going to be the shuffling process for you. Welcome. Well, first off, I just want to say thank you for being open to sharing your energy with me. I do like keeping my shuffling process on camera just so that I can get some extra time to ground myself and to immerse myself into your group's energy. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, let's start off with some oracle cards to see what are the main energies that will be present in your months of November, my dear group number 1. Oops. Right, so we've got this one right here. Let's take some more cards. So, Spirit, what are the main energies that will be present for my group number 1 in the months of November? Let's see. Spirit, oops. All right. So, we've got this one right here. Get one more. So, Spirit, what are the main energies that will be present for my dear group number 1? So, got this one right here. And let's take some tea leaf cards. So, Spirit, what are the main energies that will be present for my dear group number 1 in their months of November, please, Spirit? What are the main energies? Main themes. Okay. So we've got these two. Let's take maybe a couple more. Oops. And maybe one more. Let's see. Oh, all right. We've actually got 2 here, so I'll just put them over there and see if Let's put your crystal over here. Yeah. All right. Now let's get into the tarot portion. Now, Spirit, what would be the main energy present in my group number 1's love and relationship in the months of November? So we got these two. So I'm gonna pull 2 cards for each of the main areas. And let's take a look at your career and or studies. Got 1 here and 1 more, please, Spirit, for career and or studies for my dear group number 1. What would be the main energies present in the career and or studies area for my group number 1, please, Spirit? Career and or studies. Right. And last but not least, personal finances. What would be the main energies present in the area of personal finances for my dear group number 1 in the months of November? And let's take 1 more. Oh! Oh, wow. Let's take 1 more. Seems to be quite a couple of different energies coming in for your personal finances. Okay, so that seems to be an area of significance in the months of November. Let's take 1 more. 1 more, please, Spirit, in the area of personal finances for my dear group number 1 in the months of November, please, Spirit. We've got 1 here. All right, so that's everything shuffled and laid out. Now let's make sure everything's in frame. Okay. All right, my dear group number 1, as you can see here, all your cards are shuffled and laid out. Now let's get right into your reading. Hey, group number 1, if you have chosen the Mermaid Tarot along with this piece of lapis lazuli here, then this is going to be the reading portion for you. Welcome. Well, first off, let's start off with the oracle portion of your reading. Let's see what kind of main energies are present in your months of November. Let's take a look at the cards here. So we've got the South Node, number 42 with life stats. We've got dig. What do I want to carve out space for in my life? Interesting. And we've got the crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Okay, so definitely a couple of different energies coming through. I feel like when I was shuffling, if you did stay for the shuffling process, it took a little bit more time than usual for me to shuffle for your group. And I feel like that's because there are quite a few different energies coming in and they're almost conflicting. And I think one of the main energies that I definitely picked up on is how there is an earthy element to your reading. There's an earthy element to your months of November. So a lot of things are going to be happening in this 3D. It's going to be kind of a chaotic month for you, for at least for some of you. I would say that this is going to be a month that's packed with actions. And things are going to be unfolding pretty fast, not necessarily smoothly, but definitely things are going to be unfolding at a faster pace in this month for you, my dear group number 1. Now, with the South Node life stats, this is energies from the past. And I feel like in this month, you are wrapping up something from the past. You're wrapping up an old chapter and you're moving towards a new chapter in your life. And with the South Node, this is, I'm sensing that there's a certain level of nostalgia present in your reading here. So it seems like there's something that you should let go of. Well, at the same time, you're slightly reluctant to do so because you're still kind of hanging on, you're still holding on to old memories. And an example that I can think of is with your, let's say, like you are at a job that you feel like is not fulfilling you anymore and you're looking out for new opportunities. And now a new opportunity has arrived at your door and you're really excited for the new opportunity, but at the same time, you're a little bit scared to let go of the old job because you have already been so familiar with whatever that's happening at your old job. You're very familiar with the routines. And because of that, you are a little bit, not reluctant, you're a little bit unsure of how you could make space for this new energy, for this new opportunity that's coming into your life. However, like, I would also say that the past is in the past. Whatever energy this is, I think you're pretty determined to let go of it already. Otherwise, the South Node wouldn't be here. This is something that you know is no longer serving you. And with the what do I want to carve out space for in my life here, I think this is Spirit saying that you know that you are here to welcome in new energies. And it's very possible that in the months of November, the new energies are already here. The new opportunity is already here knocking at your door. And for some of you, you might literally be starting a new job, a new adventure of some sort. But you need to let go of the old energies. You have to let go of the old so that you can carve out space for the new. And this is going to be an energy this new energy is going to be very aligned with your divine purpose as well. With the crown chakra upgrade here, we have divine connection, holy experiences, and miraculous energy. It's literally something that's akin to a miracle. It is literally something that is so aligned with your divine purpose that brings you so much joy to the point where you feel like there is a divine connection between you and this new energy, between you and this new thing. Whether this new energy comes in the form of a new job, a new opportunity, a new person, whatever it is, this is a month where you're being called to let go of the old and welcoming in the new. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of the main energies present in your months of November. Now, let's take a look at the tea leaf cards. We have club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. We have skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. We have target, a goal-oriented person. Okay, so indeed, there might be a new person coming in. We have handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Yeah, so a new person coming in. And we have dog close-up, pleasure with a close friend. Interesting. Okay, so I definitely think that, well, first off, when we're talking about welcoming in new energies, this new energy might come in the form of a new person, and this person might be a very goal-oriented person with the target here. And then the handshake, obviously, this is talking about you meeting up with that new person. So I think these two cards, they're talking about the same thing. With dog close-up, pleasure with a close friend, I do think that as you are letting go of old energies and welcoming in new energies, and in this like immersing yourself into this like kind of a chaotic period of time, it would benefit you to seek out comfort, to seek out pleasure with your close friend circle, to really kind of surround yourself with supportive energy. And that's what I'm seeing here with the dog close-up. Now, with the club and the skull, I feel like these two cards might be talking about the same thing, but I personally wouldn't be super worried about this being an external force. When it says here, someone will try to make you do something against your will, I honestly feel like that someone might be yourself. And it's like you are trying to convince yourself to let go of something that you are a little bit reluctant to let go of with the South Node here. And it is literally you yourself standing in between you and that's something that you are trying to manifest into your life, because unless you carve out space, unless you let go of the old energies, you're not gonna have enough time and space and you're not gonna have the grace to welcome in new energies. You're not gonna have enough capacity to welcome in the new energies. And that's why you are trying to make yourself recognize that fact. And there is a self-conflict here. And hidden secrets can harm you. I think this is really about you being honest with yourself, you being honest with what exactly you want in your life. Because by keeping secrets, by burying something deep, you're also denying yourself the opportunity to be open and transparent with yourself. So I feel like these two cards, they're really talking about your energy more than external forces. So this month, I do feel like it's gonna be you kind of fighting against yourself, or you trying to accommodate the new energies while letting go of the old can be just a little bit exhausting. It can be a little bit tiring, especially when we're going through a lot of changes in our lives. It is only normal, it's only natural that we feel a little bit disoriented. And I think this disoriented energy, this is coming from you more than anybody else. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of the main energies that will be present in your months of November, my dear group number one. Now, Let's take a look at your tarot cards and each of the specific areas in your life. Now, first off, we have your love and relationships. We have the Knight of Wands, okay, coming out in the upright, and the Four of Pentacles coming out in the upright. So if you have been watching my content, well, thank you, first of all. But if you've been watching my content, you would know that I read the Four of Pentacles a little bit differently from the traditional meaning. So when I take a look at the Four of Pentacles as a card, I think of a fixed event in life. I think of divinely orchestrated plans that are unfolding in your life. So when this card come out with the Knight of Wands, I think about a new person coming into your life. It could be this goal-oriented person. It very much can be. I think about this new person coming to your life as being divinely orchestrated. I think about this as someone new who's coming in with lots of passion, with a great offer, but also at the same time, this is part of the divine plan. So the fact that they are appearing in your life is divinely orchestrated. And at this point, I feel like a broken record for saying that, but that's how I see the Four of Pentacles. It is something solid. It is something that's meant to happen. And I feel like for love and relationships, like I intended for this area to cover both romantic relationships and non-romantic relationships. So I would say that it is possible that this could be a romantic interest. That's very possible, especially with the Knight of Wands being someone who's very passionate and adventurous. I do think that there is a great possibility that this might be a romantic thing. But at the same time, if you're not actively looking out for a romantic person, for a person that can be of romantic interest in your life, I feel like this could also be talking about a partnership of some sort. It could be a business partnership. It could be a new friend that's coming in, that's part of your soul group, that's part of your soul family. But I do think that this Knight of Wands is going to be a very significant presence in your life, not just in the months of November, but beyond that as well, with the Four of Pentacles, because this is stubborn energy, the Four of Pentacles. This is very solid. This is very grounded energy. And I feel like whoever this person might be, they are here for a good time and for a long time. So that's what I'm seeing here in terms of your love and relationships. And with the Knight of Wands too, this person could be a fire sign. So Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, those might be significant signs that you should be looking out for in the months of November. And at the same time, I feel like you're just going to be having a great time with this person, because Knight of Wands, that's a person with a fun personality. That is someone who is adventurous, who is spontaneous, who is very just kind of open to different sorts of ideas, open to having fun. And as I was saying that, the camera timer flashed 2222, and that's a significant number for partnerships as well. So if you've been seeing 22 everywhere you go, this might be your confirmation. And that's what I'm seeing in terms of your love and relationships in the months of November. Now, let's take a look at your career and or studies, depending on whether you're working or studying, obviously. Let's see. So we have the Two of Wands coming out along with the Star card. It's very, very beautiful energy. So with the Star card, this is definitely talking about a dream coming true. And with the Two of Wands, see how this person is holding this little globe in their hand? And this reminds me of the phrase, the world is your oyster. So in your career and or studies, it is possible that you might be planning on a trip somewhere. So it could be, if you're still in school, this could be your school trip. And if you're working, this might be a work trip somewhere, or it might even be a relocation. I feel like there's a very strong element of movement. So there is a sense that, again, like as we were talking about earlier, there's a sense that you are letting go of the old and welcoming in the new. And I think it is particularly true in the area of your career and or studies. With this Two of Wands, you're planning on something big. You're waiting for something big to happen, and it is happening for you. And with the Star card, this is Aquarius energy. So Aquarius season is just a couple months away from now. And I feel like between now and the Aquarius season, something big might be happening. There might be a big shift for you in the area of your career and or studies. It is possible that you might be relocating. It is possible that you might be taking on a new role. It's possible that you might be moving to a different company or taking on a new job. It's also possible that for some of you, I'm hearing traveling overseas. So there is a possibility that you might be traveling overseas or you might be relocating overseas. It's going to be something big and positive and something that you've been wanting for yourself for a very long time with the Star card, because this is talking about a dream coming true, and it's a big dream as well. This is something that you've been wanting to manifest into your life for a very long time, and now it is coming. And I think because a lot of times, let's say if we're talking about an international relocation, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. And I feel like in the months of November, you might be receiving news regarding the possibility of that international relocation. It is possible that you might be receiving, say, an offer to go on an exchange with a different school in the months of November. And you're really looking at all of the different possibilities. With the Two of Wands, there is also a sense of balancing the old and the new, like looking at the past and the future at the same time. So being kind of in a balanced state where you can take into account what happened in the past while looking forward to what's going to happen for you in the future. And that's the energy that I usually get from the Two of Wands. And I feel like for you at this point of time, you are really taking into account of what happened in the past, your experience. And especially if this is related to your work, it is possible that you might be utilizing your past experiences. You might be leveraging your past experiences to really get yourself prepared for this new role, to take on new responsibilities. So there is a sense that past and present and excuse me, there's a sense that your past and present and future, like all the timelines are being aligned together. All of those different elements of your experience, they're all being connected together. and you're channeling divine guidance to move forward to the next stage of your journey. And that's what I'm seeing in terms of your career and your studies. And last but not least, I wanted to take a look at your personal finances. Now let's take a look here. We've got the Two of Cups coming out along with the Nine of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so I'm hearing that you're not alone. So in terms of your personal finances, I feel like it is possible that if you are already in a significant relationship, it is possible that you and your loved ones might be considering combining your accounts, joining your accounts, or doing or reporting tax together. It's like there is a sense of a partnership happening in your personal finances, and it is possible that you might be doing some sort of like reporting, like because sometimes like if you work for a big company, sometimes there is insurance that you can sign up for your loved ones if you're in a partnership of some kind. So I feel like in the months of November, there is an opportunity for you to do that, to do something that's beneficial, not just to you, but also to your loved one. Or it might be the other way around. It is possible that your significant other might be, say, like, reporting to their company that they want to cover. They want to have you on their insurance account, something like that. Or it might also be possible if this is not, if you're not in a significant partnership right now, this might also be possible that you might be meeting a new person, a personal wealth manager, or just someone who's very savvy in managing money, who might be helping you in the months of November to sort out your personal finances. Especially if you have been, like, if you have run into trouble previously with managing your personal finances, because not everybody is born with that kind. Nobody is born with that right kind of knowledge to manage one's personal finance. Like, we all need to learn. It's a subject that everybody needs to put time and effort into learning. And I feel like with the Two of Cups here and with the Nine of Wands in the reverse, this is talking about you're not in this alone. You're not in this by yourself. You're gonna receive help. And this help might even come from a close friend, with close up here. If your friend is like very good at managing their personal finances, they might be giving you advice or sharing with you their investment strategy, all that kind of good stuff. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of your personal finances. In this area of your life, you're going to be receiving help. You're going to be partnering up with someone else, and you're not going to be in this by yourself. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of your personal finances. So that's the specific areas in your life in the months of November. Now, before we go, I'm going to shuffle another oracle deck to see if Spirit has any additional guidance and or advice for you, my dear group number 1. I almost said my dear group number 2, so I don't know if that's a sign if you're also drawn to group number 2. But, well, let's see. For my dear group number 1, Spirit, what additional guidance and or advice do you have for them for the months of November, please, Spirit? Oops. Oh, wow. Okay. That came out very strongly. Let's see. We have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. We have friendship. Okay. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So yeah, definitely. It is possible that you might be receiving a lot of support from a close friend in the months of November. Or maybe I'm hearing birthday celebrations. So it might be your birthday in the months of November, or it might be their birthday. And last but not least, we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. And I feel like this health card came out here right above the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like this might be talking about your financial health, like, because sometimes we don't really take into account the fact that our personal finances can really impact our holistic well-being. Like financial health, that's a thing. That's a very, very important thing as well. It's just that sometimes we don't give this area of our life enough attention. And I definitely feel like in the months of November, this is going to be a month where you're going to be receiving a lot of guidance and support in terms of how to navigate your personal finances to achieve your financial health. And with the peace card here, I feel like with this card, along with the crown chakra upgrade, I feel like you are achieving a state of being of just being peaceful and open to different possibilities, because of how in tune you are with divine guidance. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of the additional guidance and advice for you, my dear group number 1. November seems to be a really great month for you all. And I'd be really curious to see how things play out, if you're open to sharing with me through the comment. That would be very, very lovely. Now, I think that's all the messages I have for you, my dear group number 1. Thank you so much for watching this reading, for being here, for sharing your energy with me. I really, really appreciate you. Now, if you did resonate with this reading, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll never miss a reading that I upload in the future. I've been trying to come up with a more consistent uploading schedule as well. So if you have any specific topics, any specific readings that you would love to see more of, please don't hesitate to leave your comment down below as well. I'll definitely take all your recommendations into consideration. Thank you so much, and please take good care of yourself. Hopefully, I'll see you very, very soon in the next reading. Bye-bye! Hey loves! If you have chosen the Tattoo Tarot along with this piece of red jasper, then this is going to be the shuffling process for you. Welcome! Well, first off, I just want to say thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do like keeping my shuffling process on camera, just so that I can get some extra time to ground myself and to immerse myself into your group's energy. So I really appreciate you being here with me. Now, let's start off with some oracle decks to see what are the main energies that will be present for you in the month of November, my dear group number 2. So for my dear group number 2, please Spirit, what main energies are going to be present in the months of November? What main energies are going to be present in the months of November? Let's see. We got this one right here. Let's get a couple of other decks. What main energies are going to be present in the months of November? What main energies are going to be present? All right. In the months of November, please, Spirit. What main energies are going to be present for my dear group number 2? Oops. All right. We have this one right here. All right, and let's grab a couple of tea leaf cards. So what are the main energies that will be present? We got 1 here, 2 and 3. Let's maybe grab just 1 more. All right, there we go. All right, so that's all of your oracle cards. And now let's get into the tarot. Let's see, so what energies will be present for my dear group number 2 in the area of their love and relationships in the month of November? What energies will be present? All right. In the months of November for my dear group number 2 in the area of their career and or studies, please, Spirit. What energies will be present for my dear group number 2 in the months of November in the area of their career and or studies? Right. 1 here, and let's get 1 more. All right, so got these 2 cards here. Last but not least, personal finances. So in the area of personal finances, what are the main energies that will be present for my dear group number 2 in the months of November? Let's get 1 more, please, Spirit. Oops. Wow, we just had a mini deck explosion there. All right, so I think that's everything we have here. All right. So as you can see here, my dear group number 2, all your cards are shuffled and laid out. Now let's get right into your reading. Hi, my dear group number 2. If you have chosen the Tattoo Tarot along with this piece of red jasper, then this is going to be the reading portion for you. Welcome. Now let's quickly take a look at the oracle cards that we've got in terms of the main energy in your month of November. Let's see what we've got here. And here, let's take a quick look. Now, we've got the 6th house with number 30, routine. We got dragonfly with the keyword term. What is next in my becoming? And last but not least, we have Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. Interesting. Okay, so I've filmed, this is the 2nd group that I'm filming, but I definitely feel like there is a theme that's kind of going on collectively, because with group 1, we also had this message of letting go of the old energies and welcoming in the new energies. And I feel like for you, my dear group number 2, I'm not sure if you were drawn to group number 1 as well. This might be your cue to check out group number 1 as well. Or if you're coming from group number 1, in that case, welcome. I definitely think that this might be a collective energy that we're all going through in terms of letting go of the past energies and welcoming new energies in the months of November. With the Akashic records here, clearing old stories, releasing past lives and freedom. I'm not sure if you don't necessarily have to believe in past lives or be kind of into all that sort of series and everything to resonate with this energy, because I feel like this is really just talking about how you are taking a turn from your old stories. You are turning into a new person. You are kind of making a turn into the new, while letting go of the old, with this card right here. And then what is next in my becoming? So I feel like you might be trying to manifest a change in your routine. So with the 6th house here, this is all about your daily routine, about things that are kind of set in its course. Whereas with the turn here and what is next in my becoming, I feel like you guys might be trying to break free from a certain pattern of behavior. You might be trying to like quit something and get rid of something in your routine. Like for example, you might be trying to quit caffeine, or you might be trying to quit social media, and those things used to be part of your daily routine that's deeply rooted in your habits. But you are now, like, in order for you to manifest something new into your daily life, you're trying to turn away from those old habits. You're trying to release those old habits and getting into something new. So that's what I'm seeing here. And with the 6th house here, I also want to say that November might be a month where you're really being called to focus on the day-to-days of your lives. So, and at the same time, I'm also getting a message that you might want to focus on your overall well-being, or more specifically, your physical health in the months of November. Like, for example, coming up with a new workout routine, or incorporating, say, some more active hours into your weekly routines, all that sort of stuff. So that's what I'm seeing here in terms of the overall energy of your months of November. This seems to be a month where you're really actively trying to make some changes to your overall structure of life. This is a month where you're trying to change something that's part of your current life already. You're trying to change something currently existing that you're no longer happy with because it's no longer serving you. And that's what I'm seeing in terms of the overall energy. And also there is a message that you might want to focus on your day-to-days instead of just focus on a big goal. Try to break down your big goals into more achievable bite sizes. That's what I'm hearing. So it's like, for example, you really want to get those abs. But it's not like with muscles, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get really good abs just because you did an ab workout for 2 hours, like over a month. You have to break it down into bite sizes to small pieces so that you can execute the change in your daily life. So if you want to do ab workout, then you might need to do ab workout every single day for maybe just 5 minutes. And then after a month or two, you'll have really awesome abs. And that might be an example that we could go off of. So that's what I'm seeing here for you, my dear group number 2. Now, let's take a look at the tea leaf cards that we have here for you. So we have horseshoe with good luck. That's beautiful. We have caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Yeah, so that's what I was sensing as well. Like this month, this month for you, my dear group number 2, this is a month where you're trying to manifest change into your daily life, into your routine. And I definitely think that in this month, you're going to start seeing some changes happening for you already. So with the caterpillar here, that seems to be a confirmation for you. And next up, we have dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So that might be significant for some of you. I feel like this might be a person that you already know that's already in your life. So you might already know who this is when you're watching this. And we have Cain. Pay attention to your health. Yeah. So I was getting really strong like health, workout, like fitness routine, that kind of vibes. So I do feel like if you have certain fitness goals that you are trying to achieve this month, then November might be a good month for you in terms of incorporating a new fitness routine, incorporating a new overall well-being, holistic well-being routine, or maybe I'm also hearing routine check. So if you do have a health check due, then definitely do that in the months of November. I think it is really important that you do those routine checks just to make sure that everything is in order for you in terms of your physical health. So that's what I'm hearing. And then with the horseshoe here, I do feel like this is Spirit's green light for you in terms of manifesting a certain change in your life. If there is something that you're trying to change, like for example, when we take a look at 6th house, I feel like this is more of like those daily work routine, daily workout kind of routine sort of vibes. So I feel like this is Spirit's green light for you to change those day-to-day things that you do on a daily basis. And this is Spirit saying that incorporating those smaller changes on a daily basis will eventually lead to your next becoming. So in order for you to manifest something big, to manifest a significant change, you need to do things on a daily basis that align your energy with the energy of that thing or that person that you want to manifest into your life. Like you have to match the vibration, you have to match the energy frequency of that thing that you're trying to manifest into your life. And those things need to be incorporated into your life on a day-to-day basis. So really focus on the small things instead of trying to do something big, like just once in a while. Instead of doing like that one workout routine for 2 hours every month, you're being encouraged to do that 5-minute like smaller, simple workout routine every single day for a month and see for yourself that the change is coming. So that's what I'm seeing for you in terms of the overall energy of this month, my dear group number 2. Now, let's take a look at each of your specific areas in your life that are, let's see, like the energies that are present in each of those specific areas. Now, first off, we have your love and relationships, and we have the Four of Cups and the Five of Coins or the Five of Pentacles coming out in the reverse for you. Interesting. I feel like you're so you're resting. I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. You're manifesting a period of peace and contentment in your love and relationships in the months of November. Because with the Five of Pentacles, when it's in the upright, it's talking about being left out in the cold, feeling helpless, and feeling alone or lonely. But with the Five of Pentacles coming out in the reverse, along with the Six of Cups coming out in the upright, I feel like this is going to be a period of time where you feel just overall peaceful, like content with where you are in terms of your love and relationships. So if you are single, I feel like this is Spirit's way of confirming that you can be single and very happy and content with your life being single. If you are in a significant partnership already with someone, I feel like this is Spirit saying that nothing big is changing, and you're going to have a period of time where you're just very peaceful, very relaxed with your partner. And the two of you will be really close to each other as well. So there is going to be, so you're gonna enjoy each other's company, but at the same time, this is going to be a period of time where nothing big is gonna change. There's no big changes, and there's no unexpected turns in your love and relationships, at least in this month, in the months of November for you. And again, going back to what I was saying, if you're single, then this means that you'll be very happy and content, and you're not going to necessarily want to change that. And I think that's another thing. So it's like nothing big is changing for you, and that's because you don't want things to change. It's not like you want something to change, but you're stagnant. I think this is more of those energies where you're like, oh, I'm really happy where I am. I'm really content where I am. And that's why things are not changing, because you're not trying to change. This is part of your routine that you're happy with, that you're content with. So with the Four of Cups, this can sometimes like if you are familiar with the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the imagery on that card is a person sitting next to a tree contemplating their next move. And I feel like this is Spirit saying that you are going to be in a period of contemplation, of meditation, of just like being peaceful and quiet and not doing a lot. And that's because you don't want to. You're not wanting things to change because you're happy where you are. You're not lacking anything. Like you're very content with the current situation that you have in your love and relationships. That's what I'm hearing. And that's why things are not changing for you. So it's just enjoy this period of time of like relatively quiet and easy kind of flow. I definitely feel like that's what Spirit is confirming with these two cards here. Now, in terms of your career and or studies, depending on whether you're working or studying, of course, we've got the Seven of Cups coming out in the upright and the Strength card coming out in reverse. So I feel like this is talking about how you have different options present in your life in the area of career and or studies. So like this is like you having multiple excuse me. This is talking about how you can have multiple offers from, say, different companies that you've applied for. You might have multiple offers in terms of the school that you might want to get into. You're really trying to make a smart decision about something that is currently posing a challenge in your life. So an easy example that I can think of is just when you're applying for schools and you get multiple offers, and maybe one school is on the East Coast and you have more friends there. One school is on the West Coast where the lifestyle or the weather seems to be a little bit more attractive to you, but you don't know anybody there. So it's like, it's that kind of vibes. It's like you're being presented with a variety of different options, and you're not very confident in your ability to choose the correct one. You're not sure if you have all the necessary information that you need to make a solid, informed decision. And this is something very important for you as well. So I definitely think that this is, whatever this thing is, this might be a critical next step that you're going to take in terms of your career and or studies. So it is important for you to like clear your head, to remain level-headed when you really kind of focus on making that important decision. But at the same time, I feel like with the Strength card in reverse, you might not necessarily be connecting with your intuition as much. So you might be analyzing all of the options based on a set of criteria that you might have. Like, for example, if you're choosing a school, like you might want to take a look at the class profile. You might want to take a look at the geographical location where that school is located, like taking a look at where the alums are working, etc., etc. All of those set criteria that you're looking into, those are all nice and good. But at the same time, I think Spirit is saying that you also need to connect with your own intuition, with your own gut feeling. So even if that on paper, one option looks nicer than the other one, what's your gut feeling trying to tell you? Like, are you dead set on choosing option A? Or is your gut feeling telling you that option B might be better suited for you? So it's like with the Strengths card in reverse, I feel like you might not necessarily be very well connected with that soft, that intuitive part of you when you're faced with this difficult decision. And I feel like Spirit is saying that in order for you to make the right decision for yourself, you not only need the hard data and the facts, you also need to connect with your inner truth and let your inner truth guide you towards the right direction when it comes to like making this decision, because it is an important decision and it's probably gonna inform your next becoming as well. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of your career and or studies. That's like difficult energy. But like at the same time, I also want to say that no matter which one you decide to go with, I definitely think you're being blessed with good luck and things are taking a positive turn. Whatever you decide to go with, there's no wrong turns. There's no wrong decisions. Everything that we decide, everything we choose to do, like it's always part of the journey. Like just treat this as a new part of your journey and think about it from the perspective of you experiencing new things. I think that might make this decision a little bit less daunting. So that's what I'm seeing here, my dear group number 2. And last but not least, let's take a look at your personal finances in the months of November. And we have the 4 of Wands with the Page of Cups. So very interesting. I think in terms of your personal finances this month, you're going to be celebrating a gain of some kind. And you're also going to be hearing good news, because when I see a Page of Cups, that's a page bearing good news coming out. Especially with the 4 of Wands as well. This is arguably one of the happiest cards in tarot. And with the 4 of Wands here, I feel like this is Spirit confirming that there is going to be something celebratory coming up in your personal finance. And it might look like a capital gain where one of your investments finally has been growing in terms of its price. And it could also look like a gift from someone that's monetary in its nature. It could also look like, I think it could also look like you being very happy and content with the financial freedom that you have. Because I feel like for this group, you've worked really long and hard to get to this level of financial freedom. And in the months of November, this is the month where you can sit back and relax and celebrate all your hard work bearing fruits. And I think, like, overall, there is just this energy of being happy where you are. Because number 4, that's also a number that reminds me of stability, of structure. And with the 4 of Wands here, I definitely think that you are happy and content with your financial situation, or you will be happy and content with your financial situation once you receive this piece of good news from this page. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of your personal financial situation in the months of November. Now, before we go here, I'm going to shuffle another oracle deck to see if Spirit has any additional guidance and or advice for you. So for my dear group number 2, Spirit, what additional guidance and or advice do you have for my dear group number 2 in the months of November, please, Spirit? Oops. Wow. All right. So cards coming out really strongly. We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah, I feel like this is talking about that decision that you have to make. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Interesting. So yeah, like, I definitely think that you guys have big goals that you are dead set on. But again, like with any goals, it's the same. Like you always have to reduce it down to the size that's manageable on a daily basis. So if there is something that you are trying to manifest, if that's something big, you have to break it down to step by step. You have to do it on a daily basis, and eventually you'll see all of those efforts accumulating together and bring about that big change. And when you're making a difficult decision about something, I feel like this is also spirit confirming that you don't have to know all the answers. Like there's no way we can know as human beings all the answers. But go with your gut feeling and remember that if you commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, there's no wrong decisions. Like you can't make a wrong decision because there's no such thing. There's no right or wrong in the very beginning, because that dichotomy just simply should not exist if you commit to the practice of love. It just is. There is simply being. And that's what I'm seeing in terms of the additional guidance and advice that Spirit has for you, my dear group number 2. And I believe that's all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here, for watching this reading, for sharing your energy with me. I really, really appreciate you. If you did resonate with this reading, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll never miss a reading that I upload in the future. And please, if you do have any specific readings, any specific topics that you would love to see more of, please leave those in the comment section. I've been trying to come up with a more consistent uploading schedule, so I'll definitely take your recommendations into consideration as well. Thank you again, and please take good care of yourself. I hope to see you very, very soon in the next reading. Bye-bye! Hey loves, if you have chosen the Star Spinner Tarot along with this piece of amethyst, then this is going to be the shuffling process for you. Welcome! As I always say, I do like keeping my shuffling process on camera just so that I can get some extra time to ground myself and to tune myself into your group's energy. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me and for sharing your energy with me. Now, let's start off with some oracle decks first to see what general energies are going to be present for you in the months of November, my dear group number 3. So, what energies are going to be present in the months of November for my dear group number 3? Please, Spirit. What main energies are going to be present? Oops. All right, we've got one here. Let's get some other decks. What main energies are going to be present for my dear group number 3 in the months of November, please? All right. What main energies are going to be present for my group number 3 in the months of November, please, Spirit? All right. Let's grab a couple of tea leaf cards. All right. Maybe let's grab one more. All right, there we go. Now let's get into the tarot portion. Let's see What energies are going to be present in the area of love and relationships for my dear group number 3 in the months of November, please, Spirit? Energies in the area of love and relationships, please. Right, we've got these two coming out together. How about in the area of career and or studies? Let's get one more. For career and studies. Oops. And for personal finances, please, Spirit. For personal finances, let's get one more. All right, there we go. All right. Now, as you can see here, my dear group number 3, all your cards are shuffled and laid out. Now let's get right into your reading. Hi, my dear group number 3. If you have chosen the Star Spinner Tarot along with this piece of amethyst, then this is going to be the reading portion for you. Welcome. Well, first off, let's take a quick look, at the main energies that are present in your months of November. We have Scorpio, I transform with the number 20. Okay, well, it's Scorpio season. And we have Sweeten, what is mine to share with Honeybee. Interesting. And we have Merkaba, activation, transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. Interesting. So with Scorpio here, well, it is Scorpio season, so I feel like this is definitely emphasizing on how important this period might be for you, my dear group number 3. And we also have I transform, and here we have transcendence, ascension, you're rising up. So I definitely feel like this is going to be a transformative period of time for you, my dear group number 3, because Scorpio energy, that's also the 8th house, and that's all about transformative energy. That's all about endings and new beginnings. So I feel like, so you're the 3rd group that I'm filming, and so far I feel like in each of the groups we've got messages about letting go of the old energies, dying of old energies, and welcoming or like new birthing of new energies. So it's interesting how this seems to be a collective energy more than anything. So we definitely, I would say that in the months of November, there's something big that's ending. And as this thing ends, as it falls away from your life will be, you'll be leveling up. And you're going to be stepping into a really sweet period of time. You're going to be sharing your joy with other people around you. And this is, I can't quite place my finger on what it actually is though, but it just feels like something big happening for you in the months of November. And this is something that you've been wanting for a very long time as well. And as I was saying that, I could feel the hair on my back all stood up. And I feel like that's a really strong confirmation energetically that you have something big coming up for you in the months of November, in this Scorpio season, or more specifically, which is very interesting. And what exactly is it, though? I think we're definitely going to get more information with your tarot cards, but I also feel like this is, it almost feels like a school term ending, and you're going to be stepping into the next year kind of energy. But I know that, like, I'm not sure if November is a usual time for semesters to end, but I'm definitely getting that like school like year end energy where you're finishing up a year at school and now you're being promoted to the second year. You're being promoted to the next year sort of energy. And this seems to be a collective energy as well, with the honeybee, with Sweeten here. What is mine to share? So there is going to be good news for you that you could share with people around you. There is going to be good news for you to share with people that you love and with people who care about you as well. And with the Merkaba activation, I think this is you kind of activating a new chapter within you. You are transforming into a new version of yourself, and becoming that new version of yourself would allow you to start this new adventure. So that's what I'm seeing in terms of the main energies present in your months of November, my dear group number 3. Now, let's take a quick look at the tea leaf cards that we have here. We have fair men, dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. I feel like this might be someone who's already in your life, so when you're watching this, you might already know who this person is. We have archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Yeah, exactly. So there's definitely that letting the old energies fall away and welcoming in the new energy, that sort of theme going on for all of the groups, actually. And we have Lily, spiritual love, as well as the month October. Oh my gosh, wow. That's very interesting. So if you're watching this reading when it's first uploaded, it's still October. And I feel like, well, whether you're watching this in October or not, I do think this is confirming that the October of this year is or has been a very significant period of time for you, because you have overcome a lot of challenges in the months of October. And I feel like October is a time, if you're on the Northern Hemisphere, this is a time when autumn kind of gives way to winter. So it's like the season is transforming as well. So that sort of energy. And I feel like this is talking about how you've been working really hard on something in your life, on certain goals in your life in the months of October. And now that November is here, the change that you've been hoping for, the things that you've been working on so hard, they are finally arriving. So whatever it is that you've been waiting for is finally here to welcome you into this new month of November. With this new opportunities, with the archway, it's like paths are opening up for you in the months of November. And previously, you might have done a lot of hard work in order for this archway to open for you. So An example that I can think of is that let's say you are a student and you have this final project to present before you can graduate. It's like you spent so much of your time previously in October trying to put this project together, working with your teammates and coming up with new ideas, doing all the research and building things up. Eventually, for everything to culminate into a perfect final presentation for you in the months of November, and you deliver it to your professor and to your classmates in the months of November. And it is the end of a period. It's the end of an era in your life because you're graduating. And without your hard work, without having done what you've done, you would not have been able to really get that recognition. You would not have been able to graduate without having done what you've done. And now that you're graduating, you have all of these opportunities lined up for you in terms of your next steps, in terms of what you can do after you graduate, all these different career opportunities that you can explore. And you wouldn't necessarily have had access to all of these new opportunities had you not done the hard work previously. So that's what I'm seeing here in terms of the main energies that will be present in the months of November. I definitely feel like this is a very transformative period of time for you. And it is kind of that one focal point where the past meets the future. So you're at that focal point now, and you're diving into a new chapter of your life. And that's what I'm seeing. Now, let's take a look at the specific areas in your life with tarot. So first off, we have love and relationship. We have the Two of Wands coming out with the Fool card coming out in the upright. Interesting. So I feel like this is the Fool is a very, very positive card to get in terms of new beginnings. So with the Two of Wands, this is like you seeing all the different possibilities, all the different opportunities opening up in front of you. And the Fool is like you diving into that world of new possibilities. So I think in terms of romantic relationships, if this is you trying to look for a person, a romantic interest, I feel like this month is very auspicious for you in terms of meeting new people, meeting that new person that will come into your life and essentially become your significant other. I feel like this is a very good sign in terms of you diving into, I don't know, maybe dating apps, maybe getting to know people through your friend circle, etc., etc. But I feel like the Fool card here is really you kind of diving into a world of new possibilities, of new beginnings. And this is you not afraid of announcing to the world that, hey, here I come, I'm here, and I'm curious to see what's next. This is you being very bold and seizing that opportunity for yourself. And if you are already in a relationship, I think this might be a new stage in your relationship as well. So it is possible that you might be considering moving in together with your significant other. You might be thinking about other sorts of long-term commitment. I'm hearing more specifically, you might be thinking about getting a fur baby, so maybe a cat or a dog, along with together with your significant other, and that's really beautiful. So I feel like there is just a lot of new things essentially coming up for you in the area of your love and relationships. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love. It could be something platonic as well. It is very possible that, like, as we were saying earlier with the example of a student graduating, like, as you graduate, you're gonna start a new circle when you start working. So this could be talking about you establishing a new social circle for yourself as well with the Fool card and the Two of Wands. It's like you are establishing yourself from the ground up again in front of a new group of people, and you're not afraid of letting your true self shine through. You're not afraid of being true to yourself, being true to others. And that's what I'm seeing in terms of your love and relationships. It's really beautiful, positive energy here. I'm so happy for you, my dear group number 3. And now let's take a look at your career and or studies. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Star card. Oh my gosh, yeah. So group 2 actually got the Star card and at this exact same position as well. It's very interesting. So definitely I can see that a wish is coming true. A dream is coming true for you, my dear group number 3, in the area of your career and or studies. It is possible that you might have been trying to manifest a big thing into your career, into your studies. Like, if you're already working, you might be trying to manifest a new, better paid position. And this is Spirit saying that, hey, your delivery is here, your manifestation's here, and it is time for you to seize that opportunity. And with the Queen of Wands, what I'm hearing is recognition. You're getting recognized for what you do. You're getting recognized for the work, the hard work that you've been putting in. Queen of Wands, this is someone very confident in their own capabilities, who's not afraid to show the world what they can do and who they are. And I think this is exactly the type of energy that you will be embodying in the months of November. You're not going to be afraid of showing up as your true self at work or at school. And you're going to get recognized for what you've been doing. And for some of you, I think this is, you might have waited for a long time for this recognition to come. You might have been waiting for a very, very long time for somebody to come up and say to you that, hey, you did a great job. And I feel like November is the month when you finally get that external validation. But more importantly, I'm also seeing that it is not just the external validation you're getting. You're also getting inner confidence. Your confidence level is growing. And we're talking about a healthy level of confidence here. Not you being cocky or arrogant. It's you being true to yourself. It's you being true to other people. And you being unapologetically you. That's what I'm hearing. With the Queen of Wands here, this is definitely a very radiant energy of you just shining through and not afraid of you're not hiding your light anymore. That's what I'm hearing. You're not dimming your light to fit in anymore. You're letting your true self shine through. And because of that, you are getting new opportunities. because you're letting your true self shine through. And as I was saying that, the camera timer flashed to 22:33. So if you've been seeing those numbers around, that's spirit confirming to you that, hey, it is your time to shine this month, in the months of November. My dear group number 3, it's your time to shine, and it's your time that your dream would come true, with the Star card coming out in the upright. It is really, really beautiful and positive energy all the way through, all the way through. I'm so happy for you, my dear group number 3. This is beautiful. Now, let's take another look at your personal finances in the months of November. And we have the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Knight of Swords. This is beautiful energy as well. So honestly, I can't think of a better card to get than Knight of Pentacles when we're asking about your personal financial situation, my dear group number 3. Like, this is, wow, like, this is just all positive, beautiful energy all the way through. As I just said, it seems like this is really your season, the Scorpio season. This is really your season for you to shine. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, obviously, you're going to be very happy where you are. And again, I feel like for my group number 3, this is, you guys are a group of people who've been working really, really hard for the things that you have today. So you've been working really hard, perhaps in the months of October, or even before that, you've been working really hard to get to where you are today. And with the Knight of Pentacles, this is you finally sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the fruits of your labor. And there are so many fruits of your labor as well. And it's just simply, there is an abundant energy all the way through. And that's just that. And with the Knight of Swords here, I feel like you're also learning something new within your personal finance as well. So it is possible that you guys might have been taking lessons about personal finances, about investment. And I think this month is for you to kind of try out what you have learned. So this is a month where you can kind of put all that theory into practice. So for example, if you've been taking lessons on stock markets and you've been wanting to invest a portion of your money into the stock market and you've been preparing for that, then this might be the month for you to finally give it a try, to put all that theory that you learned into practice. That's the kind of energy I'm sensing from this Knight of Swords. And do it with conviction. Do it swiftly as well, because you know what you're doing. I feel like you need someone else to say this to you, but you know what you're doing. And you're probably going to be doing it really, really well as well. So that's what I'm seeing with this Knight of Swords. And with the Knight of Pentacles, again, this is just you lavishing yourself, you pampering yourself. And this is all, like, everything is very well deserved, I just want to say. Like, you have been working so hard, and now it is time for you to enjoy this garden that you've cultivated, that you've nurtured for yourself. And that's what I'm seeing here, my dear group number 3. Now, I think that's all the messages that I have so far. Before we go, I'm going to shuffle another oracle deck to see if there's any additional guidance and or advice that Spirit might have for you, my dear group number 3. So Spirit, for my dear group number 3, any additional guidance and or advice for my dear group number 3 in the months of November, please? We have death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes, something is ending for sure. Because in tarot, the death card is also Scorpion energy. Let's see what else here. Oops. We have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So yeah, definitely a month of change where something big is happening for you. Let's see what else here. Maybe let's get one more. Let's get one more, please, Spirit, for my dear group number 3. What guidance and or advice do you have for my dear group number 3 in the months? Oops. We have a guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Okay, well, this might be a specific message for some of you, but please do not feel guilty when you pamper yourself, because I feel like for some of you, you might have been working really hard, but you feel bad whenever you spend a little bit too much money on yourself. And how much is too much, right? It's like you might be subjecting yourself to unreasonable standards, and those standards are not external standards either. They are just like literally the things that you put yourself through, the things that you've come up with for yourself. And I think this is Spirit saying that you should stop feeling guilty about enjoying your own fruits of labor. That's what I'm seeing. And with the death card and the change card coming out next to each other, I feel like this is reiterating what we were saying all along about something big happening for you, about there being a big change for you in the months of November. Like something is coming to an end. And for you, my dear group number 3, the best way forward is to let go of the old energy and to welcome in the new energies. So it's kind of like a natural course of like the change of seasons. Now the season is changing and you are stepping into a new era in your life. And just do so with lots of grace and lots of confidence, and you're gonna be just fine. So that's what I'm hearing, my dear group number 3. And I believe that's all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video, for sharing your energy with me, for being here. I really appreciate your presence. If you did resonate with this reading, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you'll never miss a reading that I upload in the future. And please, if you do have any specific readings, any specific topics that you would love to see more of, please leave a comment down below in the comment section, and I will definitely take any recommendations into considerations as I've been trying to come up with a more consistent uploading schedule. Thank you so much for being here, my dear group number 3. Please take good care of yourself, and I hope to see you again very soon in the next reading. Bye!